back to talk about more episodes of the show Sliders. And with the episode New Gods for Old. So during a slide, Mallory injures his back and is unable to walk. Here's a group of faithfulers who may even help him walk again, but to do so may come at an unacceptable cost. So at the beginning of the episode, the gang are in a world where basically it's almost like say Nazi Germany, because they're being chased by someone like a group who are just like say get them, and all that, and eventually they are able to, because most of the guys are wearing very uniforms that are like say very, and well basically they slide him into another world after um Mallory gets shot in the back, and when we see this, when we first meet Mallory in the first episode of season 5, he's in a wheelchair, so he's just getting back to use of being able to walk around and all that. And part of the episode reminds me of the film Midsummer, where the a young woman basically just, I think her name was Danny, and she ends up like end up becoming part of a cult. And all that. And with this one, it just made me think like say, okay, like after he's gotten the ability to walk again, and it just makes me think, say, wait, so like when they did this fake healers are able to do, they basically say, here, take this water, you should be fine there, brother. And then basically he becomes like say a bit brainwashed. No, he does. And then like basically they slide into another world, and he's like say, I have lost all interest in everything. And then basically he tries to he cuts his arm open, and he cuts his arm, causing it to have like little, like say the healing bugs, or like a healing ability that's in his blood to basically cause things to rebuild the body and all that, and he gains a bit of a following and all that. Like there's like say the like say Remy, Maggie, and Diane. They're all just like say, we need to we need to save you. You have gone Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, and it's just like say the actors aren't doing a bad job. They're not doing a bad job. It's just I feel like say I feel like this episode is just like an episode where it's like say I feel like this will be an episode that would have been appeared in the previous season and all that, like like season 4 and all that. At the same time, I guess it makes sense for these new characters to do it, because like say they're like in this episode they go through the process of like say wait, why are we even traveling together in a way, and it did make me like say wait, yes, like say like the only two people that are like really in tune with each other now is Remy and Maggie, and yeah, like say Diane and Mallory are the ones that are connected to each other. And I don't know. I guess it's like say like for me like this isn't a bad episode. I guess it's just like I've just gotten exhausted from the show. I've just become exhausted of the show Sliders. Um, Mostly because like say like this is season 5 of the show, and I guess it's like say okay like say some slots or anything, but at the end some slots are just like say okay, well this is like okay. I guess it's because like say it's like I've heard this like say example of like say hey, well, and MCU they've like lost certain characters, so that core group isn't really there anymore, like the like Iron Man, or like say even all the original group trio and all that. And yeah, I guess it makes the case like say then that um Mallory and his brother Quinn aren't there anymore. Neither is so like yeah, you just have Remy, and Cleavon Derek's. He's doing a great job with the show, like being able to being now the lead of this program. So he does a good job. But this one, I was just like say, okay, it's just like say, like the effects for this aren't bad. Like say the allegories that they're trying to go for it aren't too bad. It was just an all right episode. See ya.